Hi everyone, it's Paul here from Do With A Drone. I've not actually given you any kind of information video before. Normally I'll just shoot a beautiful scene with a drone and then put a few pieces to camera in with a GoPro or my phone. But today I decided a lot of people have these action cameras, and I have a GoPro Hero 4 and an old GoPro Hero 2. This Hero 4 is the black version, so it doesn't have a screen on the back, but it does have a few enhanced settings. And there's something on the GoPro called Protune. Now, if you want to get the best out of your GoPro, I would recommend using Protune, whether it's on the back of your camera or shooting through using your phone as kind of the interface. So the settings that I'm using on this one at the moment, obviously it's very, very flat if you look at it right now. You can't see any kind of color definition, it's not very sharp. You know, it needs a little bit of work doing to it. Well, the reason that it looks like that is because I'm using it in a flat color profile. And also I'll do all the color correction afterwards. So here are the settings that I use. I've got the resolution set at 2.7K. The frames per second are 24 frames per second because that kind of gives you a cinematic feel. Field of view set to linear, so it gets rid of all the barrel distortion that you normally see in an action camera. It does crop the sensor a bit, but you know, you can't win them all. Obviously, like I said, Protune set to on. I've set the white balance to native, which seems like a good enough setting. Again, it looks flat because I've set the color profile to flat. The shutter speed, now they recommend setting the shutter speed to twice what the frames per second setting is. So the frame rate being at 24 frames per second, I've set the shutter speed to 48. And then in order to not get too much noise, because it's not that bright in here to be honest with you, it's just daylight and it's a very dull day, I've set the ISO to 100, which is the minimum setting. And obviously I've turned off the sharpness. It's set to, well, basically I've set it to its lowest setting, which I believe is its sharpness actually turned off, so that I can do that in post. So this is what it looks like when it's flat, without any sharpening and what have you. This is what it looks like once I've gone through and done a correct exposure. So I've basically set the highlights, the midtones and the shadows. And this is what it looks like when I've dropped a LUT on. It's a very basic LUT. It's not one that messes with the colors too much. It's just one that corrects for a very, very flat picture. So I hope you like this tutorial. I'm going to, at the end of this one, show you one or two different settings of what it looks like with a few different LUTs. But besides that, have a good day, guys. Take it easy.